Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Subaru with another Crosstrek. Here it is, a 25 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness in sapphire blue pearl with the Subaru StarTex water repellent interior. So let me know if you're looking for that off-road adventure vehicle. You need an SUV, you don't want anything too big. Is this Crosstrek Wilderness the one for you? So let's dig in. Front end of our Wilderness trim in the sapphire blue pearl with the matte black accents on the hood. We have a full spread of LED lighting, including those familiar Gatling gun shaped fog lamps. And then we have our flat black on the middle of the grille. As we come around to the wheel and tire setup, please excuse my shadow. We have a 17-inch satin black wheel with the Subaru badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Yokohama Geolandar all-terrain tires, 225 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 17s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. I do love the sapphire blue pearl on these Subaru vehicles. They look good as we move in. We have the extra black cladding, obviously for off-road, protect the paint. Subaru Wilderness badge right there on the front door, along with Crosstrek down the bottom of the door sill. We're going to go with this matte gray side view mirror cap with LED turn signals, color match front and rear door handle, fuel filler on the right side up top. We're going to have the gold accents on the flat black roof rails, then a flat black on your shark fin antenna with a standard sunroof. And then as we come around down the back, we have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass, standard bulbs for the turn signals. I think we should go LED. Wilderness badge on the back with some gold accents on the flat black bumper. This is Subaru, and our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 25 Crosstrek Wilderness, and we have Subaru's 2.5 liter flat 4 engine, mated to a Lineartronic CVT with 8 manual shift modes and SI drive, 182 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. The Crosstrek Wilderness can tow up to 3,500 pounds, MPGs, 25 in the city, 29 on the highway, 27 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, you know what? Wilderness trim, top trim action ain't going to be cheap. Base price, 25 Crosstrek Wilderness, $32,610. This one's got some options on it, which we'll check out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,420 from Subaru's Lafayette, Indiana assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $37,194. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. We're going to have the gray StarTex water repellent material, and then we're going to have some hard black plastic with the gold cross stitch. Nice soft armrest, again with the cross stitch. We do have some flat black on the switchgear, black on the door handle with your carbon fiber effect trim around that. Good sized door pocket, upgraded Herman Kardon sound system. In the footbox, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with your Wilderness all-season car mats in the vehicle at this time. We're going to go with power seat for the driver, and then we have the StarTex material right here, looking good. Bolstering feels nice. We have the Wilderness badge embossed into the headrests up front. Nice looking. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, and the front passenger seat is manual. For this kind of money, it should be power. Now as we come on over, we're going to go soft touch, more of this gray trim in plastic with interior heat and air vent, more carbon fiber effect trim, and then down below, nice large glove box. Now as we swing it on over, we have Subaru's 11.6-inch vertically mounted but fully integrated Starlink system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. This one does not have built-in navs. All the maps and nav will come through your phone. Four-way hazards up top here, volume, tuning, defrost, front and max defrost, adjust the temperature, and that's what is on the outside of the system. And then, of course, you go into the rest of the system for everything else. Radio, as you can see, we have Sirius XM, AM, and FM radio stations. We can go to our home button. We have all of our apps, Bluetooth to Phone My Subaru to hook up the vehicle with your smartphone. All your apps. You can go to page 2, add a shortcut, auto vehicle hold, vehicle dynamics, that sort of thing. So it is nice and easy. We go to settings. We can adjust our general settings, clock, display, Wi-Fi hotspot, valet mode, temperature control, tire pressures, all that stuff in here. You have your sound settings where you can adjust the Harman Kardon system, and there's your phone settings right there. You have your radio settings. You have your car settings where you can go through and set up your eyesight, set up your reverse automatic braking. You got your interior lighting, auto light sensor, your welcome lighting. You have your rear seat reminder, vehicle dynamics, auto vehicle hold on or off. Right? You have your X modes, which you can turn on or off. Steering responsive headlights, where the headlights follow you when you turn, which is a nice safety touch. So they have a lot of nice stuff. And then you have your dual panel up front, up top, where you can bring up different information across the top. So that's a good deal. Down further, you got your dual climate control. You hit that, bring it up the whole thing. You can adjust it. You can sync them together. You can direct where your air to want to go, and then you can just go ahead and close it out. Now, there's your fan speed right underneath that. Driver profile widget, Bluetooth your phone, engine auto stop start on or off, auto vehicle hold and vehicle settings, all shortcuts across the bottom. Then we can go back to our home button. Now if we go to reverse, we're going to have a backup camera up top, nice and clear with trajectory. And there are the X modes right there that you can use here in this one, as you should in a wilderness trim. Now as we come down further, push button start, trip reset. Down further here, as you can see, aux jack, USB-C, USB-A, wireless charging pad. Here is the gator with the stitching to go through the simulated gears of this Lineartronic CVT, two-stage heated seats for the driver and front passenger, two cup holders, electric brake, 12 volt, and then our Subaru key fob right here. Lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, nice weight. Then we have the StarTex material on our soft armrest. We open that up, and we have a much larger area for storage. Crosstrek Wilderness steering wheel. We have the leather wrap wheel with the stitching. Feels good. The gold here again to give it the wilderness vibe. Round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this vehicle. 5'11", no problem. On the left here, you got your volume. You got your telephone voice commands, controls for the digital portion of your dash. On the right, adaptive cruise safety suite controls, your S and I drive. We do have paddles if you want to go through the simulated gears of this Lineartronic CVT. On the left stalk, you got your headlight controls, fog lamp controls. On the right, front and rear wiper. Down over here on the left, the only option, brighten dim the dash. And we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then here on our dash, we have the analog digital combo, analog gauges for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then a smaller 4-inch display in the center where you can run through some additional information you may want to see when you're going down the road. Overhead console, if you want your dome line to come on and off and you open and close the door, this button right here all the way to the left on door. So when you open the door, LED lighting comes on, close the door, the lighting goes out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. And then we have manual shade for the glass, and then we have a tilt on the left and then open on the right. We just push that button, wind buffer comes up, glass goes back. We can push it closed, close it goes, no problem. And then again, the left button, tilt up, and then tilt down. And then you close the shade with your hand. Pretty simple. We have a framed rear view mirror with compass and home link. And then on our sun visor with vanity and an LED light. Does it slide? No, but you have an extension. Getting in the back of the Crosstrek Wilderness, but first the rear door panel, where we're not going to have the same action. Instead of the soft material, the StarTex, it's all hard black plastic all the way down to the armrest. Now, I have the seat set for my driving position, so let's jump right in. Nice and easy to get into. Gotta have to duck a little bit because this is a sloping roof line. I would say 5'10" or higher, you're going to have to duck now. Once I'm in at 5'11", plenty of room for head, shoulders, and knees. StarTex all the way down. No seat pocket behind the driver. We do have one behind the front passenger. And then in the back, we do have USB-C and USB-A. Rear seats, same action with the stitching, the StarTex material with the insert design. Nice and soft. And then our armrest, super soft, 2 cup holders. But overall, besides the headroom, which is kind of tight back here at 5'11", it's pretty comfortable. And in the cargo area of this Crosstrek Wilderness, it's a manual tailgate. So you need to come to the back, and right underneath the Subaru badge, there's a button. You press it and lift up. With the rear seats up, 20 cubic feet of cargo space in back of this Wilderness. Now, here's the all-season Subaru Wilderness cargo mat We do have some lighting. We do have some cubbies. We do have some tie downs. And then if we bring this mat up and then bring the carpet up, we do have tools jack and a spare. So thank you, Subaru, for the spare. We have this tonneau cover, which is removable. But if you want to get the rear seats down, you just have to reach in. Really easy. Throw them forward, reach in, throw them forward. So now with the rear seats down and this tonneau cover out, you're looking at 54.9 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Wilderness Crosstrek. Window sticker, here we go, 25 Crosstrek Wilderness. Consumer Reports recommended vehicle, government safety ratings, MPG estimates, standard equipment. Options. There's that big one, option package 23. Total vehicle MSRP $37,194. The dealer added wheel locks $37,393. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're on the road in this 25 Crosstrek Wilderness with 0 gas. Right off the bat, though, great visibility out of all the glass, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all this action in here for safety. LED lighting up front for safety as well. But you know what? In the rear, I think I should have some LED lighting for safety. We got the Subaru Starlink system. We got wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. We got USB-A, USB-C connectivity with a wireless charging pad. We got connectivity in the back as well. We got the water repellent interior. We got 9.3 inches of ground clearance with a front skid plate for safety as well. So that's a good move, putting that skid plate on. You can be comfortable not having to get in damage anything if you're going to take this off on some light off-roading trails. So I think that's a good move. The steering, nice, very light, but you know what? When you point this vehicle where you want it to go, it goes, and you really can't complain about that at all. Got the lane to departure warning going off, very sensitive, that's for sure. But suspension very well damped. They redesigned the Crosstrek for 24, no difference here. Still has that nice same more refined ride that they did in 2024. Suspension feels really well damped, rides really smoothly. Overall, a quieter experience in this Wilderness than that base trim Crosstrek we did last week, because obviously we have the bigger power plant in here. Doesn't have to strain as hard to get the vehicle up to speed like the 2-liter does. Now we can come in here. We'll check out our turning radius. Can't go too far from the dealership with this low gas, so my apologies, we couldn't give you something better here on this one, but here we go. Now this is very, very tight, so we're going to do a K-turn and let you see the backup camera, see how it looks. Then we can turn it on around. And you have the naturally aspirated engine. You don't have to worry about turbos. And it gets the vehicle up to speed all right. I mean, it's not the fastest thing, but it doesn't have to be, because it's practical, right? You got the standard all-wheel drive in the Crosstrek. This one, you got the off-road adventure vibe going. You got the extra cladding to protect it from branches and all sorts of stuff that may hit the car when you're off on a trail. You got the extra ground clearance. You got the front skid plates. You got the roof rack you can store stuff on. It is a very adventure-focused vehicle, and it's a fun vehicle to drive. I really enjoy the Crosstrek. I think it's very, very practical, really in tune. Subaru's really in tune with their customers want. So you let me know, if you're going Crosstrek, do you go with this top trim Wilderness and spend 37 grand and change? Or do you drop down in trims because you don't care about all this extra stuff for the outdoors? You're going to use it around town. You drop down, maybe grab the base, save yourself $10,000 by grabbing a base trim. Or do you go somewhere in the middle? Or do you go with the heavy competition in this subcompact crossover SUV segment? We just saw the Kona yesterday, limited. That was at 35 loaded up. This one is at 37 and change, 37.3 loaded up. So you let me know. Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But I do want to thank Ciocca Subaru here in Ewing, New Jersey for allowing the channel access to this 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness and Sapphire Blue Pearl for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.